Well, hello there. My name is Dayo Olajide. I want to sincerely welcome you to another edition of Inspirational Pearls. Trust you've been good and I hope you've been staying safe. All right, a quick one. I'm going to be sharing something, super amazing today in a couple of minutes that I'll be sharing with you. I was with my children 2 days ago. We were seeing a cartoon on TV, and for whatever reason, I decided to see the cartoon with them, and it's a crime cartoon sort of, which was revealing how nasty some guys were, and they planned to rob a bank, and they did something funny. They went to the house beside the bank and took over the house and dug a pit from the house underneath to connect the vault of the bank. And my son, one of my sons asked a very remarkable question. He said, "Daddy, why did they have to dig through the ground to get to where the strong room was to get the money? Why didn't they just go through the main entrance and all that?" And I tried to explain to him that it's one of the tactics of the robbers. They felt it was better that way and they won't be suspected and all that. I tried to do all the explanation, but after doing all that talk, something came to my mind as I related it to premarital sex. And I decided to chat a friend of mine up who worked in the bank, and I asked him that, has he ever been into the strong room of the bank before? He said no, that it's not in his own line of schedule, and he said very, very few people have access to the strong room or to the vault. And he also told me that it is even, a crime for you to go to that area. What have you got to do there? That's the most important place in the bank. So for a robber to dig through another building through underground to get there, you must know that that is indeed a priceless place, the most treasured part of the bank. Now, this is how it applies to relationship as far as marital, premarital sex is concerned. When we talk about sex is the most valued aspect of any marital relationship. It is a prized activity. It is a place where the treasure of the relationship is. That is where physical, emotional, and even spiritual bonding happens. So you don't allow everybody to mess with it. Now the issue is, I want you to see God as the owner of the bank. I want to see God not just as the owner, the builder, the architect, and the strategist for the bank. And God says the strong room is the most prized place, and I don't want anybody to mess around the strong room because there are treasures in there. So marriage is an institution that was created by God, and He has made sex a pleasurable thing where treasures are. But you know what? The strong room is not supposed to just be under lock and key. Some people have access to the strong room, and this kind of people are people that are trusted. This kind of people are people that are trained, and they have credibility. They can be held accountable for whatever happens to the treasure in there. So for you to be accountable for sex in marriage, you must be certified. You must have gotten through a place where you have been declared fit, you have been declared legitimate to access the treasures in marriage, which sex is one of it. So if we catch you by the strong room, if we catch you in the strong room without you being authorized, you are a thief. So I want to tell every lady out there, particularly ladies, let me address ladies in the next couple of seconds, that any man that is found in your vault, in your strong room, is a thief, except he has been authorized. And that authority is in him walking you down the aisle and be certified as your husband. That is when he is legitimately, entitled to take of the treasures of your strong room. But if you open up the doors of your strong room to every Tom, Dick, and Harry, that means the treasure in you are fake currencies. Because if it is indeed valuable, it is an exclusive reserve for the person who has been authorized to access the treasure there. Now, imagine the thieves, the bank robbers that had to dig from one house to another to the bank just to steal money. That is how priceless you are. Whoever would take you must be legitimate. Whoever digs to get you is illegitimate. So what I'm saying in essence is that do the best you can to preserve your strong room. Do the best you can to preserve that treasured place. Do the best you can to uphold your dignity. And for guys out there, If it is valuable, if it is treasured, it is worth waiting for. I'm telling you, it is worth waiting for. And for a robber that even goes into a bank to rob, he needs an insider to even know where the vault is. He needs an insider. So there's a lot of conspiracy, on the evil side to defile you, to take your dignity from you. But you know what? To preserve your dignity is very simple. Just say no. No, until it is legitimate. It's not too hard to do. It's not too hard to say. But compromise opens the door to all manner of all manner of abuse, all manner of impurity. Don't compromise your stand. Don't fall for the societal pressure that virginity is not popular. Listen, virginity is what you call it. In God's eyes, it is chastity. So what I'm saying in essence is, either you've lost it or you still have it. You can still be chaste. God can clean you up even if you've lost it. You can become Christ's bride again. When you are Christ's bride again, He preserves you for the right person that is going to treasure you for who you are. So it doesn't matter if you have it or you've lost it, you can be sanctified. It depends on how much you value your destiny. And let me mention on the final note that the value of what destiny is what keeps you from premarital sexual indulgences. I'll put this to a few thoughts. Somebody has been inspired to know that your vault is your dignity. Sex is a strong room. It's an exclusive reserve. The access is only given to those who have been authorized. And the number one authority you need is to be certified man and wife. All right. Thank you for listening to this edition. I hope to do this again sometime soon. You can hook me up on Facebook at Dayo Olajide, and even on Instagram at Dayo Olajide Tells, and on Twitter at Dayo Olajide. And don't forget, if you're watching this video on YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel so that one person at a time we can change the world. As I wrap it up, listen to me today. Yesterday, your today is a consequence of the choices you made yesterday. Make the right choices today so that you can secure for yourself a brilliant tomorrow. The ball is in your court. It has always been. Let's do this again sometime soon. Take care of yourself.